Good morning and welcome back, friends, to another exciting day. This time around, they have decided to bring back the Magic Tower, and they gave us a couple new options today. We've got a brand new hero in Jwala? Walla? Is it a silent jet? You know what? I don't know, but very interesting. We also have Talona's costume. We will get into both of those, but as always, I do separate videos for each of these characters, so if you want to see this guy's costume video, take a look for that elsewhere. Right now, our focus is going to be Jwala. I'm going to go with Jwala. She is going to be very interesting. First of all, one, her hair is on fire. That can't feel good, but that's fine. She's going to be Barbarian class. Not the most exciting class out there, but that's all right. A reminder of what we got for the Magic Carpet family bonus. We get the full flight momentum. So at the start of the fight, they do start with full flight momentum, and then each turn that goes by and each amount of damage they take, a bit of flight momentum is removed. Now you might ask yourself, well, what is full flight momentum? To find that out, you have to go down to the passives, and one of the passives will explain what full flight momentum does. If this character has any amount of full flight momentum, they receive up to 35% mana generation, up to 25% chance to dodge. The effects are diminished the less flight momentum the character has. So, at the start of the fight, they do have that plus 35% mana generation and the 25% chance to dodge, which makes them very hard to deal with in rating situations and so on and so forth. Very fun family ability. All right. Also in the passives department, we have transform buffs. Each time this character casts their special skill, all dispellable buffs affecting attack, defense, mana generation, and on all enemies are transformed into matching undispellable status ailments. Now, what's very cool about this is it's a form of dispel, but it actually flips it into undispellable debuffs. The undispellable part is particularly strong here because they can't just cleanse this off. So you are flipping the board state quite a bit with these Magic Carpet heroes. Fun times. Now, down here, we also get the weaker Mega Minions passive. This has become significantly less relevant as the Garrison Guards have kind of made their way out of the meta. But reducing Mega Minions by 75% health is incredibly useful, especially for people still using Rosalind or Fergus, etc., and trying to hide behind the Mega Minion. You can get through them a lot quicker. All right, so down here, we aren't even in full power. There we go. All right, so in Aether Power, we are going to end up with Rage. So Rage is going to be like attack up, basically. You get plus attack at the beginning of the fight. Each time they take damage for the first 6 turns, it's going to increase the amount of plus attack they get. Interesting stuff. It is helpful, but pretty standard stuff. Down here, we have the special Magnetic Burns. Operating at average speed, it deals 350% damage to all enemies. The duration of status ailments is reset for all enemies. All enemies receive Corrosive Burn for 4 turns. The Corrosive Burn deals 622 damage and lowers the target's defense by 14% each turn. Deals extra damage against heroes with minions or Mega Minions. All right, so we got through it. It's time to take a little bit closer look into the specials and the abilities and decide what we like about this character, what we don't like about him, and kind of go from there. So we'll start out with some of the negatives. I'm not a huge fan of the Barbarian class for her, and that's fine, but I'm just not sure it's that exciting. It will increase a bit more damage over time out of her, and this kind of seems to be her goal. So in that, I guess it makes a certain amount of sense. The hit of 350% damage to all at average speed is not insanely powerful. 1858 attack if you go all in, so it's going to hit pretty decently hard, but we've seen harder average hitters. The duration of all status ailments is reset for all enemies. This is kind of where I think she's going to become a little more useful than other options out there, because if you're building a dot team, when she goes off, she's going to be refreshing the duration of any dots you have up there. So if you have a couple fast dot hitters that you put down before she goes off, she's going to ensure that they tick off for another turn or two, which is pretty cool. I do think that adds a lot of value to her. And then last but not least, her Corrosive Burn is pretty powerful. Don't underestimate 622 burn damage each turn. This is going to probably go up a little bit due to attack stats. So you might be seeing closer to like 700 ticks. 700 damage a turn is nothing to complain about, and it has the effect of lowering defense, and it's going to be stronger against minions and Mega Minions. So I would say she's a very strong dot hero, and that's what you're looking for out of this character. So if we had to put a rating on her, she's a clear 8 in my opinion, possibly even a 9 if you put her in the right team, and I'll explain why. So if you're using her by herself as just a strong damage potential for your team, you don't pair her with other dot heroes, etc., she can stand on her own and be an 8 out of 10 easy. But if you do build a dot-themed team around her, and you're using her to extend the duration of additional dots on the field, I think this is where she's going to really shine and become problematic for people, because if they don't have a way to handle all the dots that are out there, they're just going to get absolutely annihilated. I'd say because of that, she probably shines more as an offensive hero in a team that you specifically craft. If you build a dot-based team on defense, odds are they're just going to bring either debuff protection or a tune of team or a team of tunes to just sort of resist it all. Like, so there's definitely issues with creating a defensive team that's dot based, but on offense, when you can pick the team that you're going up against, I think you can make an incredibly awesome team with her that is dot based. So there you have it. That is going to be Jwala. Again, if you're interested in Talonis's costume video, you're going to have to search for that separately, but I do appreciate you joining in. If you like what I do, there's a button at the bottom right. Just click on that. You can find me easier in the future, and we'll see you next time.